morning everybody, Car and Biker here. It's a cold one. The mercury is falling. Well, that red liquid that's not as toxic as mercury is falling. I was on a hangout the other day telling, it was one hosted by Weggy, and I was telling him about the toy that a friend of mine used to have, and I always wanted to play with. Oh, toys back then weren't half as exciting as toys are nowadays. But it was called Mercury Maze. There was a little plastic maze that you held in your two hands, and you had to get this blob of mercury to the middle of this kind of round disc. I'll try and find a picture of it and stick it in the video. How times change. And it's not that they didn't know that mercury was horribly poisonous and it was a bad idea to give it to kids back then. They did. They just didn't care. Health and safety wasn't what it is now. Which was why we were allowed to find bits of old rope at school, tie a bit of a rotten old branch to it and swing out of trees. Wreck our own swings, and nobody would say a thing. Oh dear. Well, they would. They got richer. You be careful in that tree. If you're gonna fall off, you'll hurt yourself. And then they'd walk away and leave you to it. That's the teachers, of course. Oh dear. Anyway, what was I saying? Oh, it's cold. Yeah. It's cold. 3 degrees on the car's thermometer this morning. A little star, little snowflake will be appearing soon, and the ping. Another biker said he had a bong in his car the other day, which was slightly concerning, and then I realised what he was talking about. The bong of the it's cold. Health and safety again. It's a little warning. Oh, it's cold out there, you know, there could be ice. Yep, I did get into the car. The only people who aren't going to notice that are people who sleep in the car, aren't they? With the heater on all night. And they're hardly going to get up and think it's summer still. Anyway, the cold, of course, will have an effect on our roads. So, he's keen, isn't he? So, they keep telling us this is why we get so many potholes. It rains. That water gets into the surface, into any little bits of damage, and then freezes. And as it freezes, of course, it expands and cracks the surface more, and then it goes to water again, and we get more rain, and it's a bigger hole, so you get more water in it, and it freezes, and it does more damage, and you end up with big potholes. And with all that rain, those potholes just look like puddles. So be careful out there, chapesses. Some of these potholes are big enough to send you off your bike pretty quickly, I think. Certainly big enough to do damage to it, even if you stay on. Do be careful. They always told me when I was learning, what do you do when you see a puddle? Avoid it! Yeah, except we weren't doing child's voices. Well, maybe sometimes. I saw a cool way of dealing with potholes the other day. Not dealing with riding round them or through them or whatever, but dealing with the fact that because of budget cuts and all that, well, any old excuse will do, they generally don't seem to be fixing the potholes very quickly. And the first news story I saw about it was a chap who's been going out with a can of paint. So the same kind of paint that they use to mark the roads up, and drawing big yellow circles around them, highlighting where the potholes are. Now apparently, when they send the council workers out to go repair potholes, they're looking for these circles. I don't know how true that is. So this guy's been complaining to the council, using the websites and all that kind of stuff to say there's a pothole here, and nothing's been happening. So he's bought his kind of yellow paint, £8 on Amazon, just if you fancy trying this yourself. I'm tempted. So he goes out with his can of paint, draws a circle around them, and he's been finding that within a week they're repaired and fixed. So I was looking at this and thinking that's quite a good idea. Maybe I'll get myself one of these cans of paint and go out and do it myself. And while I was looking, I found another one, and it's actually quite an old article. It's about 3 years ago, I think, of a different guy who goes by the name of Wanksy. Like Banksy, a street artist he calls himself. What he does, he gets the same type of paint. It's crucial you get the right kind of paint. Not that I'm suggesting you do or anything. I am, go and get some. Not that I'm suggesting you do, but you should. But it's a proper paint that it actually dissolves with water, so you can't be accused of being doing graffiti, because it goes away. It's almost chalky, I think. But as I say, I'm not advising you do this, but you should. But anyway, Wanksy, what he does, he doesn't draw a circle around them, he draws a penis. I think he started off with the classic schoolboy penis outline, and he's got gradually more and more artistic as he's gone along. And the council have complained about it, and he's been interviewed, I guess secretly. His name's not been published for probably obvious reasons. But the council have said, this will not work, this will not get your potholes filled in any quicker. But the evidence doesn't support what they're saying, because all the potholes he's gone and drawn on have all been filled in. But of course, I'm not suggesting you go and do it. Maybe I should put a link to the paint underneath. What a wonderful idea. Anyway, yeah, as I say, I'm not suggesting you do it. Not at all. Ooh, terrible idea. Ooh, don't do that. Don't go drawing on the pavements and on the roads with paint that wears out by itself and doesn't cause any long-lasting damage. Don't do that. Don't paint around those potholes that could easily have people off the bike killed. Don't do that. No, it doesn't work. The council said so. I'm going to watch the stock on the Amazon. See if it says low stock, only 8 remaining, 7 remaining, 6 remaining, with any luck. No, don't do it, of course. Anyway, thanks for watching. I hope I haven't put any ideas in your head. Ride safe, everyone. And I'll talk to you all again soon. Free mug to the one who does the best artwork.